Hey everybody, Steven here, and giving an update on our Book Ventures book that we've been working on now for a while. I am going to talk about some news first. One of the big things is, I had mentioned it in the previous videos, but me and my wife are having a daughter, and she was born this past Sunday, and it's a palindrome date, so it's 2/2/2020. So it reads forwards and backwards the same, which is really, really cool. Yeah, our daughter Emma was born, so we've been really, really busy with that and trying to juggle, obviously, a newborn, but also the other businesses that I run as well. So, other big thing, as you can tell, the quality on this video here has increased. So I got a Sony a6400 for my personal training YouTube stuff and then my video game YouTube stuff, so I could just improve the quality of the content that I'm creating. So I have that, so better quality, as you can see with the video here, but also this is kind of my gaming setup here that I have, and this is really what it looks like when I'm shooting any of my video game channel stuff. So all the bells and whistles and all of that in the background here. So got all that set up with this. I have a mic for this as well, so hopefully the audio quality has improved also. And then beyond that, we have made some stickers for intertwined. These are holographic, or what is it, holographic foil? I don't know how you say that, but we have these made. See if that'll actually potentially, there it goes, if I'm out of frame. So we have those. We just got those in. Those look really, really good. We use Sticker Mule, so I'll put a link for that if anybody wants to actually get that. I think if you use our link, you get like $5 or $10 credit, by the way. And then also we got one of my other shirts in, and I'll put a link for our store, Envy store. So this is our Oddball Oddities line that we have. We've only done these with 3 different artists right now. We want to branch that out, but it is expensive to do. But this is, I finally got the t-shirt made. I love this one. I think it looks really, really good, but I'll put a link for that so you can look at that along with our other shirts as well. So that is out of the way now, but in terms of the story, Isaac has actually written, he wanted it as a I'm trying to think if it would be like an intro to the book where we address something in the story in terms of what's going on with the parents. But just we're dealing with placement. How do we put this here? Where does this fit? So that's one of the things that we've briefly talked about. I'm getting on a call with him hopefully within the next week so we can start to line this out. I think it would be a good prologue. Sorry, he wanted it as a prologue. I wanted it as an epilogue, and trying to figure out the placement, how this is going to read best. But it's a really good snippet based off what we talked about. It seems like the audio thing that we talked about on the last video, me doing just an audio log of what's happening in that chapter, worked pretty decently. I haven't talked to him about it yet, but based off what he's written, it looked really, really good. So we have that, and then he did a handful of paragraphs for the first chapter. I'm going to come back in probably this weekend. I'm going to try to set aside little chunks of time, 10 minutes here, and I'm really going to make it short, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, at most 20 minutes, where I can go in and I can kind of write a little bit, add a little bit, go through, check things, leave comments, because I did that already, but I think that'll just push this forward. We have also really harped on the notion that this is going to take us about a year to do. We're not trying to rush it. A lot of times with the other books, we're trying to go, but we're both so busy right now. It's hard. And then in June, Tokyo and Tulsa, Oklahoma is where we're at, is coming. That's a little convention thing that happens here, and for our artist it is huge. I went last year. It was really, really cool, and we sold a decent amount, and that was just our artist Zach Raw was nice enough to let us use a little bit of his booth space. And so for us, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to justify paying for the booth. We just don't have the money. But if he could allow us to do that again this year, we could sell a little bit. We just haven't really pushed right now for going out anywhere and trying to sell anything. We're not kind of in that mode. So just harping on the writing right now. Rose Fest in May is something that we did last year that did pretty decent, but it's also expensive for a booth. So I don't know what we're going to do. We kind of broke even last year on that. So we'll see, because we also have to pay Zach for the artwork this year. It's something else that we're thinking about. And so right now, in terms of like a timeline, I don't have one. The hope is to talk to Isaac this week, figure out the timeline, me setting aside the 10 minutes once or twice a week to just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then trying to really progress this forward. We have a couple portions of the story that we need to figure out the exact character that will be in this, because we have pivotal characters. I mean, kind of spoiler alert, but this one has, originally it was Blackbeard, and then we thought maybe we would go with something else, but I think in trying to do that we want it to be different, and that's why we want to do that, but it may force it into something that just doesn't turn out well, because with this comes research that we have to do. So that's another task that we have on top of this, because we want to be true to these actual people, right? But there's also a lore around somebody like Blackbeard. So I mentioned this in the last couple videos, so the outline is complete. Now I'm going back through, by the way, still, and fine-tuning things, adding small details here and there as I think about them, that I think are gonna just make the story better. So that's where we're at right now. Busy, but my fingers crossed. I do, within this next 3 months, I want Zach on the art is really the big thing, and this would be more conceptual, but that way I can pay him slowly over time, so it's better for us, but also we give everybody something to look at, like, hey, this is where we're going, this is the direction, this is what this book is about, little teasers and things like that. So that is it. I'll have those links. I'll show you. I have to go back through. I have to put all the links for, if you want more content, you can check out our Instagram or our Facebook. I'll put links for those as well, so you guys can follow us there. And if you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of our content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.